I haven't heard from my boyfriend in 2 weeks. Are we still dating? No, you're not dating. You're not in a relationship. You are in a one ship, not relationship. If that makes sense. Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Goodness. And if this is your first time here, you can drop your name in the comment section. Let me know where you're streaming from. Welcome, 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 welcome. It's so nice to have you here. So today we are going to talk about when God's will walks away. When God's will breaks your heart, when God's will literally just walk away. So this is for my relationship people, and it's quite difficult because I've had friends, I've had people talk to me and say, I was so sure. I mean, I saw it. I saw the confirmation. I saw the dreams. I saw everything. First of all, sis, bro, it's not your fault. You didn't see wrong. Yes, definitely. God wanted that person for you. Yeah, it's hard to believe. I know. Trust me, trust me. But no, you did. You didn't see wrong. Yeah, but what happened is there is always a participation of human. Sometimes, even if God brings two angels together, like literally angels, they have to cooperate with each other to work together, right? Even the Bible says, can two work together unless they agree? And let me bring it home because God has said a lot of things. Even to you as a person, like this is my will for you. But like God cannot force his will on you unless you cooperate with God and say, yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. That's when it's going to work. So that's exactly what happened in that relationship. Um, Two people coming together for marriage to make things work. And it's not working doesn't necessarily mean that person isn't God's will for you, but that person has not cooperated with God to actually bring that will to pass, if that makes sense. So the first thing I want to say is God's will always needs your will. Yeah, God's will always needs your will, your human will. God cannot force his will upon us humans. God cannot force his will upon the guy in the relationship or the woman in the relationship. If God says, yes, I want this person to be your wife, I want this person to be your husband, you still have a role to play to make it work out, to make it reality. You still have a role to play. You still have to be kind, to be compassionate, to be patient, to be loving, to communicate, to do stuff to make it work. Something as little as communication, it's not even little. Something as big, huge as communication, as broken relationships. So like, just talk to me. People will say, I haven't heard from my boyfriend in 2 weeks. Are we still dating? No, you're not dating. You're not in a relationship. You are in a one ship, not relationship. If that makes sense. So don't be discouraged. Don't curse God. It's odd. You're gonna cry. Please cry. Please cry your hearts out. Go back to your father. Ask questions. Yeah. Ask God why. Ask God when. Ask God the questions. Trust me, God has a better plan for you. The fact that it didn't work out doesn't mean God doesn't have other plans for you. God has millions of songs out there waiting for you. So, okay, to better visualize what I'm trying to say, so it's not like I'm talking from memory. I always do this. Let's take a look at the scripture and look at the perfect story to explain this. So, I'm going to be reading from I got my Bible here. So, let me open and read from First Samuel 16 from verse 1. So let me give you a little background story. This is when, do you remember Saul? So you guys remember Saul, right? When God spoke to Samuel to go and anoint Saul, there was a whole story about them losing the donkeys and walking all over and all that. Saul was this cowardly guy that was hiding when they were even looking for the king. He didn't want to be there. He was like, nah, nah, nah. So Saul was God's will to be king over Israel. I mean, literally, a prophet prophesied, and it was true that it was God's will. But when he started misbehaving, making sacrifices he's not supposed to do and all that, God told Samuel, stop crying over Saul. I have moved on. So that's exactly what happens when God's will is not behaving. When God's will starts to dey misbehave. Now waiting the results will be this so. Um So perhaps you're crying over that guy, perhaps you're crying over that lady. God is saying to you, stop crying over. Okay, let's go to the picture, guys. Yeah. Now the Lord said to Samuel, how long will you mourn for Saul? Like literally, how long will you cry? Will you waste your tears over that guy, over that girl, over that lady? Said, for I have rejected him from reigning over Israel. Fill your horn with oil and go. I am sending you to Jesse the Bethlehemite, for I have provided myself a king among his sons. So, God has a lot of sons, so let me tell you. So, if God's will broke your heart, this is for you. Stop crying. Yeah, move on. You heard well. Yeah, it was God's will, but due to human factors, there's always that human participation. There is always that human participation. Even no matter who said it, they were not wrong. Yes, it was God's will. But if you start misbehaving, because God's got another will. I mean, I'm talking to the unmarried folks right now. If you're married, oh, I'm so sorry. Uh, don't be discouraged. Um, find strength, find hope. I really don't have the explanation. I really don't have the answers to your questions because you might ask, okay, so why did God waste my time? I don't know. I don't know why God brought that person your way. I don't know. I don't know why. All I just know is that God has a backup plan. If it makes sense to say God has a David. Yeah. God has a David waiting for you. So stop crying over Saul. Yeah, stop crying over so. Okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I hope it blessed you and spoke to you. Stop crying over so. Yeah. If this video bless you, share with someone, drop a comment, a like, a subscription will go a long way. Thank you so much for staying till the end and till next time. Bye. Thank you.